Straight to the equities market now, where the market recorded its second decline this week, following its dip by 0.02% on Thursday. The market, which took off this week on a negative note, later rooted north on Tuesday and Wednesday. At the close of trading session on Thursday, the Nigerian Exchange Limited NGX All-Share Index and its equities market capitalization depreciated from preceding days 54,000 to 936.11 points and 29.92 trillion naira respectively to 54,924.08 points and 29.92 trillion naira. The market's positive return year-to-date printed lower at 7.17%, while market breadth was negative as 17 equities were recorded on the losers table compared to 14 on the gainers table. Well, to analyze this, Ambrose Amodio, Chief Research Officer, Invest Data Consultant Limited, joins us live in the studio. Good morning and thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
The mixed markets this week, starting with a negative note on Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday went positive, and then Thursday another dive. How would you explain this trend?
No, I'm not surprised that I've seen a mixed market. I told Frank at the beginning of the week that we're going to see a mixed market after the election season has come and gone. We have seen the presidential, we have seen the governorship. Now market trying to find its feet. Okay. And also our market feed on what? On information. And this information are not in the market. Market is bound to what? To side trend. As we are seeing now, as we just said, up, down, just marginal going and marginal down. So the market is looking for a real trigger either to go up or to pull down straight to say that the market is in a decline. As we speak, the market is what we call a consolidation level now, kind of side trending or ranging market, just to look forward that trigger. And now that MPC meeting has come and gone, we have seen that the rate has been hiked by 50 basic points. All eyes are now moving to the remaining earnings in the market. As we speak now, we have not seen much of the banking sector release the results, apart from the Stanbic IBTC has just released and announced 2 naira dividend. Other banks are yet to release their number, and these are where investors are looking at. And because they are delaying, I'll tell you that enthusiasm, that urge again for investors are started lying down, knowing that this market, as we speak now, is just the investors' market. Most traders are already waiting to see a pullback. That is starting position. Now the market is not doing that. They are sitting on the fence. But investors that want to buy for dividend are waiting to see the numbers from these banks and other companies that trade so that they can start positioning. Again, for me, there's no cost for analysis, but the momentum in the market or the strength of the market is a bit relatively weak because no positive information now to drive the market. We have seen the rate hike already, but we're looking for to see earnings. And also after the earnings, we enter into the Q2, which is the second quarter from April. All eyes will be on the incoming government to see the policy they come with. That will really shape the market. For investors, this is your market. For traders, we're looking for what? A pullback to position. That means for me, market is still doing well. It's really after the election, we're seeing that market maintain what? Stability. It shows you that the structure that has changed in the market in terms of holding structure has supported the market. I will tell you, for what is happening globally as a bank failure, contagious fear, if there will be around where we have a foreign investor, domestic market, during the election, it would have dumped our market. Also, with this news of banks failing here and there was not an opportunity for them to dump. But because the market structure has changed, that has supported the market because the institutional investor here and also high network investor have really taken position in the market. That's why market is still, for me, a bit stable. And I suggest that investors should take advantage and they buy now and wait for we traders that are in the market. We're waiting for a strong pullback for us to buy.
Despite the earnings season coming up?
No, earnings season we have entered already for earnings. But for us to enter fresh position, as from the month of April, we'll be seeing the Q1 number for 2023, which we know that because of the, we saw a contraction in this first quarter because of cash crunch. We expect that was going to also reflect on some company performance for their first quarter 2023. On that note, we're looking at which sector are going to position. And as an investor or trader, we're going to look at what is relative strength in your sector rotation. Where are you going? Why are you going to that sector? This is what we'll be discussing also, coming from from Q2. But for me, I believe that the market is still very, very strong. For those that want to take profit, you are free to take your profit because the market will not remain in up direction. When you go up, take profit. When you come down, you're buying to the market.
Well, let's look at the indices, especially for the gainers table, where we see Suno Assurance gaining 9.09% to close at 48 kobo. How do you describe or explain this?
Well, yeah, for me, there's nothing more there. I would say that is just a market forces. How long will the stock gain consistently in a week or in a month? Seeing the stock gaining just 1 or 2 times in a month or in a week once, for me, that is market forces. Not that there's a kind of a trend or attraction and that particular. But when you see a stock moving from for a week, 5 straight days, 4 straight days, 3 days. They say that there's a momentum behind, but now it's just market forces.
But if you look at stocks like Linkashore was on the gainers table yesterday. That was at 2.2%, but today it's on the decliners trend, losing 8.7% to close at 42 kobo.
Just like you said, that means market is not just looking for
static.
Yeah, they also tell you that as people made profit, they are taking out until you see a kind of a positive information or a trigger that will push the stock for like straight 1 week, 3 weeks. But all this gain today, down the next day, just market activity. That's why I say market forces for all this kind of movement. But we see a stock that, for example, now you saw the life of Access last week, gain for almost like 2 times, coming back straight to around 9 naira for most 840, 830. They had that kind of gain. But you can say that this week too, we saw Access losing yesterday, pulling back, or even GTCO slightly down.
Even NCR was on a downward trend yesterday and today.
Yeah, it's just market forces. That's why I said investors should not panic. You know why you're in the stocks. You know why you're in the market. If those factors that attracted you remain unchanged, there's no way to panic.
Transcorp Hotel gained 8.32% to close at 6.90 kobo, and of course that's also following the trend of Transcorp. That's a general company on the gainers table day before.
For me, the main Transcorp, which is the parent company, yes, all eyes on that stock, but they've approved the result even more than 3 weeks now. They've not released that result. No, in the market, like what I always tell you, that when the company perform well, they will usually just let you know that they've done well. Just like when you send a child to school, when a child did well in class, before you knock your door, your baby's at the door. Also in companies, when they do well, but approving a Transcorp result for more than 3 weeks now, not yet in the public. For me, that is why I see the price have not been stable. This is a stock that touched almost at 1 naira 47 kobo before pulling back to what you say. It tells that people are also doubting what is happening. That's why any management or any corporation should know that when you feed the market with information, they also react in that direction towards your stock. I believe that the market is waiting for a major trigger that will push it up. For like you just mentioned, Transcorp Hotel. This is a stock that also marked down last week. Getting back, you can tell that we are all looking at to see the first quarter of the world. So don't forget this election season. Abuja is like the center of where things are happening now. And don't forget, during last year we have the primaries. Hotel in Abuja, they were people were even going to sleep because of you can see that is a business for them, and that is a major place to have a Transcorp Hotel, and others are branches. But I tell you, that also reflect on this election season. Seeing foreigners coming in to come and lodge. We expect that the number was saw for Transcorp Hotel in last year will also repeat itself in first quarter because of the election season. A lot of foreigners in Nigeria, movements from Abuja for that.
So are you expecting a downward trend?
No. We expect to see their positive number for Transcorp Hotel.
Yeah. Okay. Now we know that the CBN, you mentioned that earlier too, that the CBN has raised the interest rate by 50 basis points to 18%. Do you see that pushing the market in the positive or negative trend?
No. Naturally, anywhere in the world, when you see you are hiking interest rate, it has a way of affecting equity market because people want to go for where there is a lesser risk and they are seeing return. Despite that inflation has put all those returns in red. Naturally, people want to move the way of fixed income instrument or products where the risk is low. But for those that are calculative, that know what they are doing, the best way to edge inflation is going to equity. Why? There are some companies that will return up to that 23%, 25%, even above it. Because if you are earning a dividend yield of about 12% or 10%, capital position about 15%, that is 25%. If you make that is why people that know that let me position right here early and make money. But for those that are fearful and don't understand capital market mode, but at times also is those that have big volume of fund. Like that, like the banks and that do more of this fixed income, like treasury bill, like bond. But for those that are retail investors, they want to look at where they can turn their money with knowledge and with information, and that's why I see whether the interest rate is high, people are still playing the equity space.
So, what area do you see the market moving today at the end of today, bearish or bullish?
No, I won't say this is the last end of the week. I believe that the trend we are seeing so far, the mixed trend, also will continue today.
Yeah, mixed could be positive or negative.
No, we're seeing that each day market, guys, look at this, the buying sentiment and the selling sentiment. As at yesterday, now we saw that sellers were more in the market. How about 86 no sellers in the market, just 14 buyers in the market. So percent I'm talking of, percent
Okay.
of sentiment. Today, that means trend also likely to go there. We might see buyers moving to higher, or that's why I say not for the day, but at the end of the day, intraday will tell you that this market is a missed market for the day.
Okay.
For the week, I've said at the beginning that we want to expect see a missed market, which market has moved in that direction. For today, I said still missed market we expect to see.
Okay, thank you so much, Ambrose Omodion, for the rich analysis from the stock market. Ambrose Omodion is Chief Research Officer, Invest Data Consultant Limited. Thank you and have a great day.
Thanks for having me.
Well, still to come, analysts in the country had predicted the Central Bank of Nigeria and the MPC may not raise the lending rate at the end of the Monetary Policy Committee. But of course, that is not what we saw on Tuesday, as the CBN raised the interest rate by 50 basis points to 18%. We would be delving into all of that discussion after this break. Stay with us.